Hey guys, we're back again today. Um, Today I'd like to talk about anger. It's not a sin to be angry. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. It's not a sin to be angry. It's what you do with that anger that becomes a sin. Are you yelling and cussing at people? Are you being rude to people? Are you saying mean things? Are you hitting people? And then there's smaller things. Are you mad at because someone has something you don't? Are you talking about them because of it? There's a lot of different ways your anger can become a sin, and those are just a few that came to mind. There's a lot more. Um, but what really got in me this morning was, do not let the sun go down on your anger. Ephesians chapter 4, I believe it's 26 and 27 is what was in the devotion today. And different versions of the Bible say it different ways, but I like where it says, do not give the devil a foothold. And that's what our anger does. It gives him, have you ever looked, like when people are rock climbing, even if it's not an actual mountain, they've got these little holds for their feet and their hands. And that's what a foothold is. And when you're angry and you continue in it, that's what you're doing. It says, don't let the sun go down on your anger. Don't go to bed angry, whether it be with your children, your spouse, someone at church, anyone. And it may be someone that you can't apologize to. One of those robocalls might have got on your nerves and you just let it stick in there and you're mad. I mean, we get mad over the silliest things, but you have to let it go. Because if you don't and you're actually able to sleep through the night, I've been so mad at times I've just tossed and turned and I just didn't get a good night's sleep. But if you don't get rid of that before you go to bed, then you have given the devil a foothold. He has a place to put his slimy little foot or his hand and pull up a little bit higher in your life. So if you don't get rid of that anger before bed, it's going to carry on into the next day, and it's going to drag out all day long, and it'll just keep going until you get rid of it. And a very big problem we have is we'll hold on to it for so long that we don't know who we're mad at. We don't know what we're mad about. It's just an anger that's deep inside of us. That maybe it's your parents. Maybe you are not satisfied with the way they raised you, or some things happened in your childhood. And, the older I get, the more I realize they didn't know what they were doing any more than we knew what we were doing. We know what we are doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. We're just praying to God and following his lead. And maybe your parents didn't follow his lead. Whatever it is, whether it's parents or anything else, you cannot let the devil have that foothold in your life. You have got to get it out. You got to bring it back in, because if you don't bring it back in, confront it, go to God with it and move on. I mean, maybe you need to apologize to someone. Maybe you're waiting for an I'm sorry that you're never going to get. You're going to have to forgive somebody. If you don't let those things go, it will fester inside you and cause a bitterness that is just awful, awful. I had a conversation with my daughter this morning. She's only 11. And this year school has been a lot different for her. She has been separated from all the friends she's had since pre-K. And, I had been praying for God to, I don't know how to put this. I know God wants to use her for great things. I know some of the friends that she had, there needed to be a separation, but she had them for so long, and it's hard to know how to separate from people when you love them, you care about them, you don't have hard feelings towards them, you need a separation. And when you're younger, it's a lot harder to do because you don't understand what's happening. And I'm older, I'm a grown-up, and I don't know how to do it a lot of times. And God has to be like, all right, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it for you. So there was a separation between her and a lot of girls. And it hasn't been the best. Her feelings have been hurt quite a bit. And, as a mom, I want to be like, forget those little girls. But as a Christian, and I am her teacher. I'm her mother. Moms, we are our children's teachers. I knew that this needed to be handled a better way. Well, this morning I was praying because I had noticed my daughter is a kind, sweet, loving little girl. And I'm not just saying that because she's mine. She is so thoughtful, so kind hearted. And lately I have noticed a bitter child. Uh, just she's not herself, and I chalked it up to hormones for a little while. And this morning I was praying because it's really been bothering me. I said, Lord, if I have done something, please show me how to change it, to fix it, what's going on. And he told me she needs to forgive them. She is holding on to unforgiveness, and she doesn't even understand it. She doesn't recognize it. It's my job to teach her that. And it got me thinking about us as adults. We do it too. And when I talked to her about it for a few minutes this morning, I realized that my example could have been the reason she was doing that. Because, like I said, that's my baby. And I'm like, forget those little girls. You don't need those little girls. Instead of pray for them. Be kind to them, no matter what they say to or about you. And that's what I should have done. And I wasn't. So I had to ask for forgiveness myself this morning. But as adults, how often do we hold in all those feelings? You know, we hold that anger in, and then it pours into other areas of our lives. We're upset over something that happened 20 years ago because we never dealt with it. And now here the devil is using the footholds, going right on up the mountain, and he's going to be on top of our head if we don't get rid of it. And once he gets up there, he's going to start pushing. His only objection is to steal, kill, and destroy. He is going to steal every bit of peace you have. He is going to try to steal every bit of peace you have. Try to steal your family, your home, your friends, everything that God has given you and told you is yours. The devil wants it. He does not want you to do what God has called you to do. He does not want you to reach other people in this world. He does not want you to tell people about Jesus. He wants you miserable. He wants you bitter. He wants you broken down, depressed, all those things. And none of that is of God. So I'm going to wrap it up here. But if you find yourself not as joyful as you used to be, if you find yourself waking up every day thinking about something that's just nagging at you, is there something nagging at you that is causing anger, bitterness? Might be a little bit of unforgiveness. Might be something else. Pray, seek God, and ask Him to reveal to you whatever is going on in your heart, because you deserve the peace that Jesus died to give you. Y'all have a great day. Bye.